And I'm thinking reconciling with his father was going to be what's best. No, it's not. It's the opposite. He need to go back and stay in jail.
I ask you that you protect her, that you put your blood all over her, that you send angels to surround her, to guide her, to increase her anointing so that generations can be influenced by her well-doing.
Always get hurt, bro. And I never hurt them. Straight up. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that... See, look, I ain't even finna go there. I got bruises on my back. No. Y'all cannot see the baby. Don't hit my phone. We not cool. Worry about yourself. They deserve to be in a grave or in jail.
Chrisean Rock is officially done playing nice because sis just took things to a whole new spiritual level. Word on the street is that she's been tapping into some dark energy. Allegedly hiring witches, spell workers, and anyone who claims they can bind Blueface to her forever. Yep, she wants him that bad. And now fans are freaking out because the rituals, the candles, the late-night chanting. It's giving obsession, not love. Meanwhile, Blueface has no idea he's apparently being spiritually branded like some kind of emotional property tag. Social media is exploding as receipts start rolling in. And insiders say Chrisean is willing to try anything to keep him by her side physically or spiritually. Whether you believe in this stuff or not, the drama is wild. The stakes are messy. And the internet is already choosing sides. Buckle up. This story is about to get dark. Chrisean Rock hires witches to get Blueface branded. She wants him bad, all right, y'all? Buckle up, because this story is one of the wildest plot twists in the already chaotic Chrisean Blueface universe. Every time we think the drama has reached its final chapter, Chrisean finds a way to write a brand new book. New season, new universe, new dimension. And this time, sis allegedly went full spiritual warfare mode. Not love, not heartbreak, not toxicity. Nope, this is officially witchcraft-level obsession, according to insiders who've been watching her moves closely. Let's get into it, because the streets are talking. The whispers started in the late-night hours. Multiple blogs started quietly posting screenshots and anonymous DMs suggesting that Chrisean has been reaching out to spiritual workers, root women, and bonding practitioners. You know, the people who advertise on Instagram like, bring your lover back in 24 hours. Make him obsessed with you. Tie his soul to yours forever. Normally, fans ignore this stuff. Every celebrity gets accused of going to a witch at some point. But this time, things were different. Because the screenshots, if real, weren't rumors. They were conversations, payment requests, and instructions. One alleged message said, I need it strong. I need it to stick. I need him connected to me. And immediately fans were like, yup, that's Chrisean. Because if there's one thing everybody knows, it's that sis does not hide her obsession with Blueface. Whether she loves him, hates him, fights him, drags him, or runs back to him, she always wants him near. It's her comfort zone, her chaos zone, and her emotional roller coaster station all in one. But the new twist? She allegedly wants him branded spiritually so he can't detach even when he wants to. The branding claim, XPLAI need let me break down exactly what branding means in this context. Because a lot of people hear the word witchcraft and immediately think of green smoke and cauldrons, like it's a Disney movie. Spiritual branding in certain traditions means binding someone's emotions to you, blocking them from fully moving on, making them feel drawn to you even when the relationship is toxic, creating energetic ties that feel impossible to break, making them think they can't live without you. And allegedly, this is exactly the level Chrisean is trying to reach. Fans believe she wants Blueface emotionally trapped, mentally glued, spiritually stuck, and romantically tied up like a hostage situation without the duct tape. Blueface's energy gone. Now, here's where the story gets even messier. Around the same time these alleged messages leaked, Blueface started posting some interesting content. He's been moving weird, acting drained, making strange tweets, going live with low energy, talking in circles, saying he feels off, and the internet. Being the internet immediately connected the dots like, oh yeah, someone's playing with that man's aura. He's cursed. Somebody get the sage. Chrisean found a root worker in Baltimore and went crazy. Now, of course, none of this is confirmed. But you know how social media works. Once a narrative starts rolling downhill, it is not stopping. The spiritual community chimed in. This is when things turn from gossip to a full-blown spiritual debate. Self-proclaimed psychics, tarot readers, candle workers, and energy readers all started posting their own readings on the situation. Some were saying, Blueface is spiritually weak right now. Chrisean is pulling on his energy. There's a cord between them that hasn't been severed. Someone's doing emotional manipulation on a spiritual level. Others were even more dramatic. He's under a love spell. This is karmic bondage. This is obsession disguised as destiny. Meanwhile, Chrisean is online posting cryptic messages, emotional outbursts, and pictures of Junior, her baby, like everything is normal. But fans know, whenever she goes quiet, something is being cooked behind the scenes. And allegedly, it's not food. The receipts that made this go viral, the moment that sent the internet into full meltdown mode, was when a screenshot appeared showing someone sending Chrisean a list of spell options. The list allegedly included obsession work, binding ritual, domination, candle lovers. Return spells, hold tie, reinforcement, and guess which one was circled? Binding ritual. People lost their minds. Even if the screenshot isn't confirmed, the internet does not care. It fit the narrative too perfectly, and the timing lined up with every piece of drama happening publicly. Why would Chrisean do this? Let's keep it real for a second. Chrisean has loved Blueface so deeply and chaotically that she's literally fought strangers, family, and even him for that relationship. She's cried on camera, bled on camera, broken TVs, broken doors, broken bottles, and broken dreams. In her mind, Blueface isn't just a man. He's her first big love, her trauma partner, her addiction, her emotional lifeline, her biggest heartbreak. The father, she didn't have the validation she never received, and she's never healed from an eye of it. When someone with that level of attachment feels like they're losing control, they reach for anything. Therapy. No. Meditation. No. Closure. No. But a spiritual shortcut promising guaranteed results. Yeah, she'd do that. She doesn't want peace. She wants him. She wants him bound. She wants him locked in. She wants the version of Blueface that only exists in her imagination. How the public is reacting, social media is split into THREE groups right now. Group 1. Chrisean is crazy and needs help. These people think she's gone way too far and that the obsession has reached a dangerous level. Group 2. Blueface deserves it for how he treated her. This group is messy and toxic. They think revenge via witchcraft is justified. Don't ask me why. Group 3. Both of them need to leave each other alone now. This is the same group. The real scary part, the scariest thing, isn't the alleged witchcraft. The scariest thing is how normal Chrisean looks while all this is happening. She's going to events. She's posting selfies. She's showing love to Junior. She's laughing. She's partying. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, allegedly, she's orchestrating a spiritual operation to trap a man who clearly doesn't want her the same way. It's giving. If I can't have him physically, I'll have him spiritually. The big question, does it work? Some people say yes. Some say no. Some say it only works if the other person is emotionally weak or vulnerable. Blueface, let's be honest. He's been vulnerable lately. He's been fighting with everyone, losing deals, losing focus, spiraling on live, and beefing with every woman in his life. He's spiritually cracked open right now, and that makes him an easy target. Conclusion of part 1, whether the witchcraft allegations are true or not. The idea that Chrisean would even consider it fits the emotional roller coaster she's been on for years. This is a complicated, toxic, spiritual, emotional love story that should have ended seasons ago. But clearly, these two aren't done haunting each other. If you thought part 1 was wild, part 2 is where things get even darker, deeper, and more twisted. Because the more people dug into the situation, the more the puzzle pieces started connecting in ways nobody expected. What looked like just rumors suddenly turned into a full-blown spiritual conspiracy involving ritual candles, late-night disappearances, cryptic posts, and Blueface acting. Not like himself. Let's break this down. Because the internet is now convinced that Chrisean is not just obsessed with Blueface, she's spiritually tethered to him. And she wants to tighten that rope. Alright y'all, before you click away, let's really talk about what we just uncovered. Because this situation isn't just drama. It's a full-blown spiritual roller coaster with no brakes, no seatbelts, and no emergency exit. If you're tapped into this storyline the way we are, then you already know Chrisean and Blueface's connection is way beyond normal relationship chaos. And if you want the truth, the real updates, the behind-the-scenes whispers, the receipts, the energy shifts, and the next chapter of whatever this madness turns into, you need to stay locked in right here. So do this right now. Hit that like button so this video gets pushed to more people who need to see what's really happening. Subscribe because this story is nowhere near over, and trust me, the next update is going to shake the internet. Again, turn on notifications so you're the first to know when part 2 of this saga drops. And most importantly, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Chrisean really hired witches? Is Blueface spiritually drained? Or is this just toxic love on steroids? Let's talk about it, because this story is only getting darker from here. The witch worker claim starts surfacing shortly after the first screenshots went viral. Things move to the next level when someone who allegedly works as a spiritual advisor started posting cryptic stories. They didn't name Chrisean directly. They weren't dumb enough for that, but they kept saying things like, celebrity client is looking for a strong binding. She wants him tied permanently. This work is not for the weak of heart. And then they posted a blue heart emoji. That one emoji sent TikTok straight into detective mode. People were stitching videos like blue heart, blue face. Oh yeah, it's her. Thousands of comments rolled in, all pointing to the same person. Chrisean Rock. Chrisean's behavior starts looking. Different people who study this kind of spiritual stuff started saying something very interesting. If someone is actively trying to perform a binding ritual or love domination spell, their OWN energy starts acting out too. And sure enough, Chrisean began posting random crying videos, talking about losing herself, tweeting about not letting go, posting quotes about attachment, going live late at night, looking drained, randomly disappearing for hours, then reappearing smiling like nothing happened. Fans started asking, why do her moods shift so fast? Why does she look tired one day and hyper the next? Something's off spiritually. The timing was suspicious. Suspicious. The symbols, the candles, the background details. This part sent the internet into a frenzy. People began zooming in on her photos and videos and swear they spotted a black candle, a red candle, a jar with herbs inside, a bowl of water, a white cloth, a necklace tied with knots. Now, to be fair, none of this proves witchcraft. People can have candles, jars, cloths, whatever. But the way they were arranged in a triangle on the floor, next to a Bible, that's what made people go, nope, that's ritual setup energy. Especially because these items only appeared in nighttime posts, never daytime. And again, all of this is alleged, but online. Once people think they see a pattern, they run with it. Blueface starts losing control right around this time. Blueface's behavior took a noticeable shift. The man who usually loves to troll, laugh, joke, flex, and act completely unbothered, suddenly started acting irritated, paranoid, exhausted, scatterbrained, emotional on live, snapping at fans, complaining about feeling low, saying he's not himself lately. People took every single one of these moments and connected them back to Chrisean's alleged spiritual work. It became a theory so big that even people who don't follow the drama started paying attention. TikTok psychics began stitching his videos saying his aura looks drained. Someone is pulling on his energy. He has strings attached he didn't consent to. Even astrologers joined in. His chart is showing interference. Whether true or not, the internet loves a supernatural storyline. Chrisean's biggest fear, losing him forever. Here's where the psychology kicks in. People started analyzing why she would even consider going this route, and the answer starts making uncomfortable sense. Chrisean doesn't fear Blueface leaving. He's left dozens of times. What she fears is him leaving permanently. She's seen him move on without her, choose other women, put others before her, publicly humiliate her, brag about not needing her, show no emotional attachment at all. That kind of pain, mixed with trauma, mixed with obsession, mixed with fear, creates desperation. And desperation leads to irrational decisions. If she really did reach out to someone for spiritual branding or binding, it would be rooted in this exact emotional cocktail. Fear plus loss, plus insecurity, plus love, plus control. She doesn't want the real Blueface. She wants the emotional dominance she's never had. She wants him unable to detach. Whether that's healthy? No. But does it match her pattern? Absolutely. The internet starts warning Blueface. This is where things got funny and scary. Blueface fans began commenting everywhere. Get a cleansing, bro. She's spiritually toxic. Somebody sage that man. He needs a pastor and a therapist. Bro needs a spiritual detox before it's too late. People were joking, but also kind of not joking. There's a large part of social media that truly believes Chrisean is spiritually manipulating him. And they are screaming for him to wake up. But he's too busy trolling and trying to look unbothered to process any of this. The energy shift you can feel, even if none of the witchcraft rumors are 100% confirmed. The energy between them is undeniably off. It's dark, heavy, obsessive, and chaotic in a way that goes beyond regular relationship drama. It feels like unfinished trauma, unhealed wounds, emotional attachment, dependency, spiritual confusion, and pure obsessions. Something is not right, and everybody can feel it. Everybody can feel it.